everyone, welcome back to the Ryder Games YouTube channel. My name is Jamie and I'm back again today to teach you another game from Gateway Island. Today we'll be learning the 12th game in Gateway Island called Set in Stone. Set in Stone is a game for 2 to infinity players. Do you know that many people? Because I don't. And we'll use the following mechanics: party game, memory, and player elimination. So without further ado, let's learn how to play Set in Stone. Let's get started with setup. Set in Stone will use island card number 12 and any other one card. We'll also use the wooden cubes, the cloth bag, and the 6-sided die. And just to show you, this right here is the starting cube space. So the first thing we're going to do is place the island card in the center of the table within reach of all players, and keep the second random island card nearby. It will be used during the game. We're going to put all of the cubes in the cloth bag. These represent the stones in the temple. Then we'll randomly draw 3 cubes from the bag and place them on the starting space. Randomly select a first player and give them the die. And that's the setup. Set in Stone is played in a series of rounds, each round consisting of 2 phases, starting with the first player and continuing clockwise until only one player remains. Let's start with phase 1, place a new stone, and study. On your turn, you'll roll the die. The result of a 1, 2, or 3 means to draw a stone cube from the bag and place it in the next available space on the left side of the temple. If the result is a 4, 5, or 6, draw a stone cube from the bag and place it on the next available space on the right side of the temple. So let me show you what I mean. If we rolled a 1 as part of 1, 2, or 3, we will draw a cube from the bag and we will place it on the left side of the temple in the most available spot. If we roll a 4, 5, or 6, we'll do the same, but we'll add the stone to the right side. You can see on the island card that it will show you which die result goes to which side. Then look at the sequence on the temple for no more than 5 seconds. Then another player will cover the card and the cubes using their other island card. So let me show you what I mean. Somebody else is going to cover it. Okay, keep that locked in the noggin. Then we move into phase 2, recite the order of the stones. You must recite the sequence from memory following these rules. If there are more than 7 cubes, you must recite either the first 7 on the left or the last 7 on the right, determined by which side you placed a stone on in phase 1. The colors must always be recited following the path in the temple. This means that you will either start with the leftmost cube or the rightmost cube and recite the sequence. If the result of the die was a 1 or a 6, the other players must say random colors loudly to distract you. Let's just run through an example, okay? Let's just say it's my turn. I will roll the die. I rolled a 4. I'm going to draw a random cube from the bag and place it on the right most available spot. Now I get 5 seconds to memorize. Somebody's going to cover us up. And now I have to recite. And because I placed on the right-hand side, I have to recite from the rightmost side. And I remember it being red, yellow, blue, black, yellow, blue. Now, because I didn't roll a 1 or 6, I don't have anybody yelling out random colors at me, but if that were the case, somebody could be like green, white, black, yellow, purple, blue. Purple's not even a color, but you could yell it. Oh, and just as an FYI, the limit of 7 cubes was chosen to generate a fun but challenging game. You can choose to increase or decrease the limit according to your group's wishes or skills. If you want to make the game more challenging, you can increase the limit by 1 each round. Now, because this was close to the beginning round, there were only 6 cubes here for me to memorize, and so those are the 6 cubes that I had to say. But if the situation looked a little bit like this, and the last cube I had to place was here on the right, I would have had to memorize black, red, red, yellow, blue, black, yellow. The first 7. So I wouldn't have needed to worry about this blue, red, or white. So once the guess has happened, you will uncover the island card to check if you got it right. If you listed the entire sequence correctly, you remain in the game. Otherwise, you're eliminated. Then play proceeds clockwise. When all of the players except 1 have been eliminated, the game will end and the remaining player is the winner. Alternatively, you can specify a number of rounds at the beginning of the game, and any player still remaining at the end of the game will share the victory. And that's set in stone. Now, if you enjoyed this game and the mechanics that you use, we'd love to recommend a few next step games for you to try. For Set in Stone, those games are Wandering Towers from Capstone Games and Picture Perfect from Arcane Wonders. Wandering Towers is a game about trapping wizards, movement, and magic. The graduating classes of Ravenrealm Magic School compete to demonstrate their mastery for magic. For the final exam, all the wizards of each class must assemble at the legendary Raven's Keep. But every last one of them has procrastinated, distracted by learning new spells. You'll help your wizards get to Raven's Keep as quickly as possible. In Picture Perfect, you need to arrange 14 characters to take the perfect photograph. Each of them has 3 specific desires that you'll want to fulfill. Unfortunately, these desires are hidden in envelopes. During the game, the players try to take a look inside these envelopes to figure out how to place the characters correctly. To do so, they trade their information with others, or maybe try to hide it. Whoever earns the most points at the end of the game has fulfilled the most desires and becomes the master photographer. So if you enjoyed Set in Stone, please feel free to check out Wandering Towers from Capstone Games and Picture Perfect from Arcane Wonders. You can find these at your friendly local gaming store. And thank you so much again for joining me today to learn Set in Stone from Gateway Island. If you're going to continue playing through Gateway Island and you'd like to learn how to play more of the games, I will make sure to leave the playlist linked in the description for you below. There's 21 different games, so there's so much to learn and explore. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I'd also love to recommend that you join the Van Ryder Games Discord. We're having a great time in there talking about board games every single day. But that's everything that I have for you. I will be back again with another Gateway Island How to Play, so I'll see you then. Happy gaming!